what's your mentality going into this week? And it's March, so I assume I probably know what your mentality is, but how would you describe just how you're feeling and what's out in front of you?
Well, I don't know the way you guys will get this, but I don't mean it in a bad way, but I'm ready to kill. That's how I'm coming to the postseason. Like, I'm ready. I'm just coming to give it all. The work is done, and we just got to throw it out there and show everybody what we can do.
What does your process look like for training? You know, mentally, how do you get yourself ready in that mode, ready to kill your opponents?
Well, for training, you know, I just come here and I listen to my coaches, and I believe that they want the best for us. That's why they're in the position they are, because they have big goals and they want to put this program on the top. And that's all I'm trying to do, listen to them, put my head down, and do whatever they tell me to do.
Oh, there's a lot of strong programs that's going to be at the Big 12 tournament. Who do you think is going to be Iowa State's like kind of biggest opponent in winning a team title against?
To be honest, man, I'm not focused on any other opponent, and none of my teammates are focused on any other opponent. We're just focused on ourselves. We're focused on putting on a show for the fans. That we have a lot of Cyclone fans heading to Oklahoma, and that's what we're thinking about. Go out there, have fun, because you know we gotta be grateful that we have this opportunity to perform in front of a lot of people that love the wrestling world. And Coach Dresser was talking about like a few weeks ago how very few guys that start wrestling get to the college level. So we're like the minority, and a lot of people wish they had the opportunity we have. So we just gotta go out there and not think about who's tough and who's not tough. And I got the easiest guy on the bracket. Like, we're not thinking about it. We're just going out there and being grateful for the opportunity to compete and just have fun.
Coach Dresser said it's kind of unique in how David, being such a highly decorated wrestler, seems to be acts like he's more interested in your match than his match, and he might actually be. I mean, in such an individual sport, how cool is it to have a team guy like that that's won a title, All-American so many times, be that guy who's so happy for you and all your teammates when things are going
well, man, David is one of a kind. You know, David, one thing I will be able to say in 10, 15 years from now, I will be able to say I was David Carr's teammate, because he's that good. He's a legend for this program, and just being able to share this last year that he's got of eligibility, it's been amazing. I've learned a lot from him because he cares about people genuinely. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get close to you, try to fake like I'm your friend. No, everything is genuine coming from him, and you know he wants the best for the team. He's always preaching good things that to think about before a match, or picturing yourself at the top, like, because that's the mentality he's got, and he wants everybody to have the same mentality. And it's been really helpful to have David Carr on the team. So it's an amazing thing to have.
How have you seen your own mentality grow throughout this year, whether that be because of the coaches, because of David, because of your own personal growth? Where, I mean, we've seen the last couple of weeks, you've really thrown it out there. Whether it be the Cal Happel match or the Missouri match against Josh Edmond. I mean, we've seen you, I think, probably more confident, at least it appears that way from our perspective, more confident Anthony Etchemendia. How have you seen yourself grow in that mental aspect of wrestling?
I mean, I knew that as the season went on, I was going to keep getting better. This is my first wrestling season in college. I wrestled a few matches at Ohio State, but that was it. So this is my first wrestling season, and I knew that it was gonna be a process, adjust myself to a new weight class and all those things. But my mentality hasn't changed, man. I grew up in difficulties, and I had to face them. I came to this country at 18 years old by myself, no family, nobody to support me. Everything I have, I've earned it myself. So you need to have a tough mentality to do all those things. And and face like real life challenges. It's not all. It's not only like facing a wrestling match, a tough guy. Like no, man, I do this because I love and I have fun when I get the opportunity to compete. So it's not really like that tough. It's just like playing video games. People love playing video games, and they come here and they play games too. I play wrestle. I love wrestling. You know. So.
How good does it feel to make it to March? You know, like you said, you have your first season as a Cyclone under your belt. How do you feel to be in March headed to the Big 12 championships? How does that feel?
Man, I just feel like this is a dream, to be honest. This program gave me a second chance, and I'm a forever Cyclone. Like, I can't explain how happy I am to be able to keep wrestling, and especially with these people, because they just believed in me. They're always talking to me about how good I can be, and just I feel blessed. There's no other words to say it, just blessed.